What's up? Welcome back to my channel, or for the first time if you're new, I'm Sylvan, and today I'm going to be reacting to Ineffa's character trailer, Essentials for Home and Travel. I'm very curious to see what we have in store here. Her teaser was very, very nice, and I'm in general just sort of curious to see the vibe of this, so feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoy the video, leave a comment on your thoughts, consider becoming a channel member if you want to support me just that little bit extra, and let's get into this.
Already purchased. Milk.
Okay.
Some jam.
Are we in Nod Cry, I take it?
Outstanding tasks.
Oh, whoa.
Ineffa! I need more cruncakes.
Today's sugar intake is...
Just one more. Last one.
Aww.
Last one.
Aw, she can't help it. She wants to make Ino happy. This is cute. Ino has like a little robot arm?
Get it away from me.
Threat
Aww.
detected. Preparing to engage.
Oh my god, sprinting
Place
after a
of origin.
scorpion.
Sumeru.
Uh-oh.
Searching combat data.
She ran to Sumeru. What? Why was she using fish and nunchucks?
Activated.
Ooh, interesting switch up. What the hell is that? Okay. Fighting the winner, okay. Wild. Nice.
There it is.
Oh, and she's already here.
Grab this. You gotta take a message to Netland.
Oh.
Message for who?
Apparently, some white flying thing and a blonde-haired
Oh.
traveler.
Oh. Right before. Okay. This being what the ending of the trailer is very interesting. It shows us, obviously, that this is happening immediately prior to the events of 5.8, or at the very least, the beginning of her journey that we see the conclusion of, or will see, rather. It's interesting to me, because it seems like this is a task that Ino is giving Ineffa that was given to Ino. Ino doesn't seem to really know who we are. She just knows that this message needs to be delivered, which inevitably makes me question who is requesting this message to be sent. Is it someone we know or know about, like Varka, Alice, or Albedo, who is telling us to come to Nod Cry? Or is it someone from Nod Cry, like I'm forgetting her name, but the woman who is from the Frostmoon Scions? Maybe it's someone like her who is trying to get us to come help them against the Fatui. It could be a lot of things, I'm not entirely sure. Given that it's Ino and Ineffa that are tasked with sending this message, it also could be someone from the workshop, but realistically it's just speculation at this point, so I'm not going to dig too much deeper into that. Looking at the rest of the trailer, the actual content of the trailer, we start with Ineffa just on some random errands. She's grocery shopping, it would seem, and as she does, she just incredibly casually catches a falling sign. The fact that she can hold it just with one hand when it's this massive sign jutting out, seemingly not attached to anything on this side anymore, is clearly a show of her strength. She is absurdly strong, and she's saving some kids that almost had the sign fall on them. But before we can linger on that too long, we have Ino interrupting, pleading and begging for some more krumkakes. And it's here that we begin to see some of their actual dynamic at work, because prior to now, we've really only seen what their first moment together is, and their moment of parting when this mission was given. So to see that very much so Ineffa is sort of the caretaker, guardian, mother type to Ino is really cute, because she tries to fight Ino on this, saying today's sugar intake is presumably very high, trying to give reasons for Ino not to have any more, but she just keeps begging, and as the background fills with Ino begging, there's a little loading circle on Ineffa, and with a sigh, she gives up and says, last one, and I only just now noticed this? What the fuck? Why do they have the actually thing here for her? What? Oh, that is ridiculous. And it's throughout all this that we catch glimpses of her making them, interspersed with all these little bits of pixel animation. We then transition to this cute moment where Ineffa is vacuuming and accidentally sucks up partially and pulls Aino along with her vacuum. We then have this very silly moment where evidently Aino and Ineffa were attempting to fish, but Ineffa does not fully understand the function or purpose of fishing, it would seem, as a recreational activity. Of course, if this isn't recreational, then this is just very efficient, if not a bit extreme, because she just threw Brigitta, a robot, into the water, which then electrocuted all of the fish, and now they're just on the surface dead. We then watch as Ineffa aids Aino in constructing something. Interestingly enough, it looks like Aino has some kind of mechanical arm or tail or claw. I'll be curious if that is integrated into her design and kit when we properly get a look at her, or if that's just sort of an offhand thing here. Either way, after a very cute moment of Aino just banging the tool onto whatever she was making and not being sure what happened, she comes really up close to this scorpion. She freaks out and tells Ineffa to get it away from me. At which point, Ineffa just goes full on combat mode. Threat detected, prepare to engage. She sprints after it, and as she does, the world transitions into a simulated version of Sumeru. And as she chases and enters this simulation, for whatever reason, there are eremites that show up in her way, and she then turns two fish on a little string into nunchucks, and then we just follow her in this ridiculous fight scene, using these fish nunchucks as she just runs through all the enemies, shoots a fish into a guy's mouth, punches the other guy, slams him with a fish, and then we just transition randomly over to her fighting a Wenna, which looks great. It's cool. Very random, though. And as she blows it up, it gets revealed that was truly all just a simulation. She just went massively overboard in exploding this scorpion, to the point that it is just a censored stain on a wall. And then we get what I already talked about, being the presentation of the message that Ineffa needs to get to Natlan to us. It's a neat little trailer. I enjoy it quite a bit. It's very much in Ineffa's vibe. Once again, Aino is playing a massive part, but that is fairly fitting, given that it seems Ineffa is a more reserved person, not necessarily as outgoing, but also is dedicated to protecting and caring for Aino, so of course Aino would be a big part of her story and character. But beyond that, there ultimately isn't a ton to this trailer. It's very simple, very straightforward, just shows off Ineffa, and I enjoy it. It's nice. But with that, feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, leave a comment on your thoughts, and very special thanks to all of my channel members, being Desaize and Pokelove at the normal tier, and Kondo Nano at the cool person tier. Really appreciate your support as always, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye-bye!